Since some people have doubts about how to use the simulator, in this video, we are going to learn how to pull a vacuum using our vacuum simulator. As soon as you open our simulator, it will give us 3 tutorial options. One is Start Interactive Tutorial. This tutorial contains a full guide on how to pull a vacuum using a micron gauge. In the old school tutorial, there is a guide on how to pull a vacuum using a manifold gauge instead of a micron gauge. And in free play mode, there won't be any guided tutorial, we can play freely, however we want. First, let's learn how to vacuum using a micron gauge through the tutorial. As soon as you click it, we will get details about the vacuum process. Then, we are going to vacuum the indoor unit and coils of a newly installed AC unit. First, let's connect the T connector to the low pressure port of the AC unit. After that, connect the angled connector to the top port of the T connector. Now, connect the micron gauge to the angled connector. Right now, the micron gauge displays an atmospheric pressure value of 760,000 microns. Next, take any one of the hoses and connect it to the side port of the T connector and to the vacuum pump. Now, we have properly connected all the equipment. Next, let's start the vacuum process. We need to perform a deep vacuum on the unit until the micron gauge drops below 500 microns. Only then will all the moisture be removed from the unit. Now, let's turn on the vacuum pump. Before doing that, we must check if both valves on the T connector and the angled connector are open. Now, the vacuum pump is turned on. We can see the reading decreasing on the micron gauge. Once the reading goes below 500 microns, first close the valve on the T connector and then turn off the vacuum pump. Now, the reading on the micron gauge will stabilize. After it stabilizes, the unit must be kept on hold for a minimum of 20 minutes. Keeping it on hold means checking whether the system remains under vacuum. During this hold process, we need to monitor if the pressure increases on the micron gauge. If the reading keeps increasing without stopping, it means there is a leak in the system, so we must first find and fix the leak. If the reading increases above 500 microns and then stops, there might still be moisture in the unit, so we need to vacuum the unit again for a little while. If the reading stops below 500 microns, it means the system is successfully holding the vacuum. Next, after confirming that there is no leak or moisture in the system, the valve on the angled connector must be closed. This is because, when we open the factory-charged refrigerant in the outdoor unit next, the high-pressure refrigerant could enter the micron gauge and damage it. After closing the angled connector valve, we can slowly open the service valve using an Allen key. Once opened, all the refrigerant from the outdoor unit will be fully released into the unit. Next, let's remove all the tools one by one. First, remove the micron gauge. Next, remove the angled connector. Then, remove the hose and the T connector. After removing the hose, when we check the pressure on the manifold gauge, we will see that the unit is charged with pressure. We can switch and check the pressure in both bar and PSI on the manifold gauge. So, this is the process of vacuuming a unit using a micron gauge. Now, let's learn how to vacuum using a manifold gauge. First, we need to go to guide mode and select the old school tutorial. First, connect the blue hose to the low pressure port of the AC unit and to the low pressure gauge port of the manifold. Next, connect the yellow hose to the vacuum pump and to the center port of the manifold. Now, we have properly connected all the hoses. Next, let's turn on the vacuum pump. After turning it on, open the low pressure port of the manifold. Now, the vacuum process will start. We need to vacuum for a minimum of 20 minutes. While vacuuming, you can see the needle on the gauge reaching up to -30. After vacuuming for 20 minutes, we need to check if the unit holds the vacuum. Close the low pressure gauge valve on the manifold, and then turn off the vacuum pump. Now, let's start the hold process. We should perform the holding process for at least 20 minutes. While the unit is on hold, check if the needle on the gauge moves. If the needle moves, and the pressure increases, there is a chance that there is a leak in the unit. If the needle does not move, and remains stable, it means the unit has perfectly held the vacuum. Next, let's open the service valve on the outdoor unit. Now, all the factory charged refrigerant from the outdoor unit has been released. You can now note that the manifold gauge pressure has increased. Next, let's remove the hoses. Performing a deep vacuum using a manifold gauge is quite difficult. A micron gauge is always the most suitable tool for a deep vacuum. This is the process of vacuuming an AC unit using both a micron gauge and a manifold gauge through our simulator. In free play mode, you can connect tools anywhere you want and practice freely. There is also a magnifying glass in the tools section through which you can zoom in and view the readings clearly. So, this is the working principle of our simulator. Let's learn something new in the next simulator. Those who want to try it out can access the simulators in the simulator section of the zebralearnings.com website. It is completely free. If this simulator was useful to you, please give this video a like, and if you think this simulator would be helpful to anyone else, please share it with them. And don't forget to subscribe to our Zebra Learnings channel. Thank you.